In the quiet, forgotten corners of our city, stories unfold that we often never hear. This is one of them. It begins in a desolate Los Angeles garage, a place devoid of light and hope. There, chained in the darkness, was a tiny Pitbull puppy. His world was the cold concrete floor and the suffocating weight of a heavy iron chain. It was so tight, so unforgiving, that the metal had carved its way into his delicate neck, leaving raw, bleeding scars a constant, painful reminder of his reality. This little soul had never known the simple joys of being a puppy. He had never chased a ball across a green lawn, never felt the soft earth or the blades of grass between his paws. He had never basked in the warmth of the sun on a lazy afternoon. A human hand wasn't a source of comfort or affection. It was a signal for pain, a prelude to another blow. He learned to survive by making himself small, by anticipating cruelty. He was huddled in the corner, a trembling bundle of fear, his eyes wide with terror. His spirit was almost broken. You could see it in the way he flinched at every sound, in the way he tried to disappear into the shadows. He didn't know we were there to help. How could he? All he had ever known from people was neglect and abuse. Gently, we spoke to him in soft tones, trying to convey that we meant no harm. The air was thick with tension as we brought out the bolt cutters. In that single moment, the weight that had bound him, both physically and spiritually, fell away. It was free. For the very first time in his life, he experienced freedom. We carefully lifted him, his small body still trembling, and carried him out of that dark garage and into the light. The first time the sun hit his face, he squinted, overwhelmed. The first time his paws touched soft grass, he was hesitant, unsure of this strange new sensation. Everything was a first for him. The first gentle touch that didn't bring pain. The first full meal he didn't have to fight for. The first night in a warm, soft bed where he could finally sleep without fear. The journey to healing was long and required immense patience. His physical wounds, the deep gashes around his neck, began to close with medical care. But the invisible wounds, the scars on his heart and mind, were much deeper. He had to unlearn the harsh lessons of his past. He had to learn that a raised hand could be for a pat on the head, not a hit. He had to learn that a kind voice wasn't a trick. Slowly, day by day, we saw flickers of the puppy he was always meant to be. A cautious tail wag, a playful pounce on a squeaky toy, a soft lick on a caregiver's hand. Each small step was a monumental victory. Each moment of trust was a testament to his incredible resilience. He started to learn his name, and when he heard it, his ears would perk up, his eyes filled with recognition instead of fear. He discovered the joy of running, of feeling the wind in his ears as he raced across the park, a picture of pure, unadulterated happiness. Today, looking at him, you would hardly recognize the broken, terrified puppy from that garage. He is no longer defined by the chain that once held him captive. He is a cherished, beloved member of a loving family. His days are filled with adventures, naps on the sofa, and the unconditional love of his humans. He's a goofy, happy-go-lucky boy whose tail never stops wagging. Sometimes, a loud noise will make him jump, or a sudden movement will cause him to flinch for a split second. His story is one of incredible transformation, a powerful symbol of hope and the unbreakable spirit of an animal who refused to give up. But his story is not unique. They are waiting, chained, caged, and forgotten. They are suffering in silence, their spirits being crushed with each passing day. They are voiceless, and they are desperately in need of a hero. They are waiting for their own moment of liberation, for their own second chance. We cannot save them alone. The work we do from the moment we receive that first desperate call to the day an animal is finally safe in a loving home is only possible because of a community of compassionate people. People like you. Every rescue mission, every medical treatment, every bag of food, every warm blanket is all fueled by your support. It can buy the bolt cutters that snap the chain. It can provide the medical care that heals the wounds. It can give an animal like him the chance to feel grass beneath their paws for the very first time. Look at him now.